Here we have a question to find the limits from a graph. This is the function f of x. We need to find the limits at 1. Let's start with that. 1 is somewhere here, x equal to 1. So when you want to find the limit of this kind of a function, you need to find limit x approaches to 1 from left side. This negative means left side of the function. Limit x approaches to 1 from right side. The plus here means from right side of the function. Now, what does it mean? It means how does function behave when x is approaches to 1 from left side? So I would suggest visually you walk on the graph as x is approaching to 1 from left side. You don't have to look at exactly at 1. You just have to see from left side where is the function approaching. So that value seems like -1. So therefore the left limit is -1. Now, limit of the function when x is approaching to 1 from right side. So walk on the graph when x is approaching to 1 from the right side. Where is the function approaching? Although there is a hole, but function is reaching there. Okay, so the limit exists and it is equal to 1. So left limit is -1, right limit is -1. Now comes the question of limit of the function as x approaches to 1. That limit exists if the left and the right limit are same and both exist. In this case, they both exist, but they are not equal to each other. Therefore, the limit of the function as x approaches to 1, we are going to say does not exist. That's the first part. If they also ask you what is the value of the function at 1, the value is different than the limit. Please remember that. The value of the function is where we have solid point at 1. So imagine there is a dotted line passing through 1. If the function has a solid point or passes through that point somewhere, that will be the value of my function, and that is -1. Therefore, f of 1 exists and that is equal to -1, but the limit of the function does not exist. Let's talk about 3 now. So x is equal to 3 is here. We need to find the left limit of the function at 3. That negative means left. Limit of the function as x approaches to 3 from right side. The positive means here, right. So to find the left limit, I need to, when x approaches to 3, where is the function approaching? Although there is a hole, but function is approaching the value -1, right? What about the right side? When x approaches to 3 from the right side, the function approaches to the same value, which is -1. Please remember, even though whole is fine, we are not saying function's value is that, we are saying function is approaching there. So both these values are -1. If you need to find the limit of the function as x approaches to 3, that only exists if these two limits are equal to each other. They are. Therefore, this limit is that equal number, -1. If they ask you to find the value of the function at 3, so on the dotted line 3, the 3 is vertical line, you need to see if there is a solid point where function is passing through any value. So there is a solid point that is at 0. Therefore, f of 3 is 0. So you guys notice in this case, function's left limit exists. This is the left limit. And function's right limit exists. Function's limit also exists. The value also exists, but they are not equal to each other. Although the question is not asking, but let's talk about at 5 what is happening. Left limit at 5 for the function, right limit at 5 for the function. Find the limit at 5 for the function and find the value of the function at 5. At 5, when x approaches to 5, function approaches to 1. If x approaches to 5 from right hand side, the function is approaching where? 3. Again, there's a hole, we get that, but we are not saying function's value is there. We are saying function is reaching at 3. Now, these two numbers are not equal to each other. Therefore, limit does not exist. Okay. Now, lastly, what is the value of the function at 5? At 5, the solid point is here shown, that is at 2. The function's value exists and that is equal to 2. Let's investigate limit at -2 also, although it's not in the question, just giving extra practice. Let's say limit to -2 from left side of the function. Notice there are two negative signs. This means we are talking about -2. This negative means we are talking about the left limit. Also find limit x approaches to -2 from right side. Then find limit x approaches to -2. Then find the function's value at -2. Okay, -2 is here. If we x is approaching to -2 from left side, function's approaching. There's no particular number it's approaching very, very large. It's becoming infinitely large, so that is infinity. From the right hand side, if we walk from the function as x is approaching to -2, it's approaching very, very small on the negative side, so that is negative infinity. These both limits are not equal to each other, so actual limit at -2 does not exist, and also the value of the function at -2 does not exist because there is no solid point at -2. The function is not passing through a particular point. It's just going to infinity. So function's value at 2 doesn't exist. Also the limit doesn't exist.